1st, 2017 Finance Committee meeting. Committee members present this evening, Councilors Donnelly, President Kuchmarek, myself, Councilor Di Natale, also present this evening, Councilors Caddy and Clark, and Deputy or Acting Auditor Jackie Cronin. We will start with 3517. Actually, Councilors, I'm going to request we take all of the orders from 3517 to 3917, dealing with the Treasury's office, and I have a letter here from the Treasurer on these. There are 5 orders before us authorizing the mayor to sell a parcel of land located at 17 2nd Street, parcels A and B, authorization to sell land located at 11 Orange Street, 25 Albee Street, and 73 Fairmont Street. Councilor Boschman has just joined us. I'm going to read the letter from Treasurer Brooks, dated March 15th, 2017. Dear Councilors, the Side Yard Sales Committee has met and voted unanimously to recommend the sale of property named in Council Orders 3517 to 3917 to the listed buyers. The Side Yard Sales Program was established to eliminate small, non-conforming, unbuildable lots. By combining them with abutting parcels, the city can create larger parcels which may better conform to zoning regulations and which will lead to more desirable neighborhoods and increased housing values. The parcel at 17 2nd Street is being split between 2 abutters, and the Planning Board has approved the plan. The sale will provide off-street parking space for each of the new owners. Sale of the parcel at 11 Orange Street will provide the new owners with additional access to their current property. Sale of the parcel at 25 Albee Street will provide a side yard to the new owners who recently acquired the abutting parcel. The parcel at 73 Fairmont Street is commercial property, and so the buyers will be paying the appraised value. The lot has been vacant for some time, and the new owners have been keeping it clean and using it for parking. Approval of these orders and completion of the sales will return these properties to the tax rolls. Thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, Calvin Brooks, Treasurer.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve 3517 up through and including 3917. Speaking on motion for approval. All those in favor? Opposed? It is unanimous. Next, we will move on to 40-17, in order that there be and hereby is appropriated the sum of $24,750, same to be charged against available funds and credited to law expenses appraisals. City Solicitor Pusateri.
Yes. So you guys are familiar with the airport aviation easement process that we've been going through. We're doing Phase 2 and Phase 3 right now. We need to complete appraisals so that we can conduct takings, not through this body, but through the Airport Commission. The appraisal costs are the amount that you're seeing here. Was it $24,750? The title work I've already been able to pay through an account in which you've already appropriated. So I need those appraisals to be completed. It's about $750 per piece of property to have 2 appraisals done, unfortunately, to have the initial appraisal done, and then to have that reviewed by a second appraiser.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve 40-17. Mr. Solicitor, is the 4117 also dealing with the airport?
Hold on a second. Let me look. No, 4117 is to pay insurance deductibles.
Okay. Motion made and seconded to approve 40-17. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It is unanimous. 4117, in order that there be and hereby is appropriated the sum of $40,000, same to be charged against available funds and credited to law expenses, damages to persons and property. Mr. Solicitor.
So we have 2 large deductibles that make up the lion's share of what's before you. We had a case, a gentleman, David Amico versus the City of Fitchburg. That case was recently dismissed. The city was successful on that case, but it is a $25,000 deductible that we owe on that, despite the fact that we were successful. The second deductible you have is a case that we were also successful on. It's Kilson versus the City of Fitchburg. Both of those cases came out of the Fitchburg Police Department. Were employment situations. Both of them wound up to be successfully litigated, but again, this is just the insurance deductible we have to pay.
So, just so the viewing public's aware, these charges could have been much more substantial if we didn't win these cases,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, had we lost, these folks were looking for back pay. And our insurance only covers $50,000 towards any award for back pay.
Okay.
Motion to approve 4117.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve 4117. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It is unanimous.
Thank you.
4217, order that there be and hereby is confirmed the appropriation of $355,900 from the airport easements Phase 2 and Phase 3 for the taking by eminent domain, certain aviation easements more clearly identified.
This is really for just paperwork's sake. When I go through the record, the appropriation for Phase 2 and Phase 3 don't clearly relate to specific addresses. We've already had 2 appeals at aviation easements. I want to make sure that our records are in good order when we conduct the takings on this next round, and I'm asking that it be approved.
Council Donald.
Does the airport pay for all of this, or does the taxpayer?
This is money that's already been appropriated. The FAA is going to pay 90% of this, and the Department of Transportation, Massachusetts, is going to pay 5% of this. The City of Fitchburg taxpayer is going to pay the other 5% of these funds. So to answer your question, only up to 5%.
Even the 5%, what's the advantage to the taxpayer versus the airport with their funds or whatever profits they make?
It's going to that type of accounting is going to be conducted pursuant to whatever there's a correction action plan that's going on right now between the municipal airport and the City of Fitchburg, and that came out, and I'm sure you're well aware of this, Councilor Donnelly, of certain land uses that was going on between the city and between the airport. Actually, we have hired a private attorney, Lewis, who's been working on this with the FAA somewhat infrequently since prior to my involvement. And the correction action plan has been a large accounting going back and forth between the airport and the different city services. So at some point in time, this 5% that goes in towards the investment in the airport would certainly go into that. Certain city services include both police, fire, responses. It probably should include support that you've been supplying to the airport through your city solicitor's office. And it gets offset by land that was either used by the city or taken by the city that was originally identified as being a property of the airport. It's a little bit more complicated than that I have off the top of my head to explain to you right now, but that's the gist of it. So I think your point is very well taken, and I'll try to make sure that any of this purchase price gets incorporated in that plan.
I just want the people at the airport commission, pilots, everyone to know that I think this is kind of a hot topic that a lot of people have been watching for a long, long time. So I think the awareness level is raised, and there'll be a lot more questions come budget time. Thank you.
Motion to approve 4217.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve 4217. Speaking on that motion, just very quickly, so the 5% of this amount is about $18,000. I think I understood Council Donald's question to mean, why is this not coming out of their budget, the airport's budget?
Well, I believe that there is a Phase 1 and a Phase 2 and Phase 3 that has already been budgeted and appropriated. So if you'll notice, I'm not asking this body to appropriate that from free cash.
This has already been appropriated.
This has already
Yes.
been appropriated from previous amount.
Right, yeah.
And
But-
we did look at this tonight, and we weren't able to determine specifically if it was a bond where this money came from, or if it was a future intent to bond.
Jackie?
Yeah, I
Ms.
believe I
Cronin.
can speak to that. The 5% airport portion will be coming from receipts reserved, airport receipts reserved. So it'll be airport receipts paying this airport
Okay.
portion. So it doesn't affect the general fund or the general taxpayer.
Okay.
Okay, so I wanted to clarify that, because it wouldn't make much sense to me that the airport wouldn't pick up the 5% through their own receipts,
Okay.
because they're a self-sustaining enterprise, basically. So, taxpayer really shouldn't be paying anything for this. It should come out of the fees and the revenues that they generate, and that's just been confirmed. So that makes me feel a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a motion and second to approve 4217. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It is unanimous.
And I just wanted to add, for councilors' edification too, there is a petition that'll be pending to make a final approval to do this taking, which is really for paperwork purposes, because clearly this project is well underway. I just wanted to have, 3 documents right in line. And certain no taking or spending of money in this nature could happen without city council's approval anyways, and that's according to the charter. Thank you. Thanks for clarifying that.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you.